Is your health where you want it to be? Is the health of the people closest to you where you and they want it to be? And so, if I had to ask you this question, is do you want your health to improve? We have some really exciting news and some exciting things to share with you that we believe have helped us tremendously, and we think could really help you as well. And so, this is Laurel, my wife, and I am Brian. And we're going to share some information that has really helped our family, and we think it will for yours as well.
So just a little background information. Brian's been a health teacher for 15 years, and I have a background in therapy, behavioral specialist, and I have been a Narwex consultant for 7.5 years. So I'm a huge educator into body burden, and this falls right into the realm of all of that. Because 5 years ago, ish, five, yeah, our oldest child went through some health challenges where it resulted in some pretty serious behaviors. Being somebody who was in the mental health field, dealing with children and children's behavior and helping parents overcome those obstacles, when I was dealt these obstacles, I could not solve them. Everything that I had been teaching families for years didn't work. And so it came about that we discovered the term leaky gut, and we started on a holistic health journey. Brian is a huge researcher. He digs in, he finds information, and I follow along. And we started on this journey, and we found some things that our daughter needed. But what was really frustrating was all of the research that we had to do, and it was like, pull this health thing from this source, pull this supplement from this source, pull this vitamin from this source. And it was like mind-boggling to try to even keep it all straight. And so no matter where you are on your health journey, we believe that God has created our bodies to heal and to thrive. We do not believe that we have to have this body that trudges through life all bogged down. And so we have found some things on the course of our journey that has helped along the way. And we're excited to share that with you, because our whole goal is to help other families thrive, like we have discovered. And so whether you have things like skin issues or digestive issues, mood issues, the fluctuations, whether that's related to PMS, the hot flashes, anxiety, depression, cancer, ADHD, ADD, all of the sorts. These are all symptoms that our body is not in a state of healing, that it's struggling to survive. And so we think that we have found a way that you can support your body, and we're anxious to share that with you.
So the way that the body is designed, if you give the body the things that it needs, it will function the way that God has designed it to function. But if it's lacking those things, then we end up with the issues that we commonly see that Laurel just mentioned there. And so how do we know we're getting all the nutrition from the food from our diet? Let's say that you eat very much a whole food diet and you're eating as well as possible. How do you know you're getting the nutrients from those foods? So here's the thing that really surprised me. Here's why I got on to the kind of the roadway and the pathway to supplementation. The food, put yourself into, say, the year 1900 or say 1850, all right? And you lived in that time period. Where would you be getting your whole foods from? Your vegetables and your fruit and your meat, you would be getting those from local produce, right? Local farms using traditional methods for the most part. And you'd be having local farmers markets, and you'd be getting your food from a local source. The way that things are designed now is the nutrition in food is depleted and the soil itself is depleted. So the vitamins and minerals that are in food are determined from the soil. The soil provides the minerals to the plant, and the plant develops the vitamins from those minerals. And so if you're not getting good quality soil, you're going to be lacking on the vitamins and minerals of that plant. And so studies have been done on this. This is really interesting. They're comparing food from 1950, fruits and vegetables from 1950 to now. There's many studies on this, and it ranges anywhere from 20 to 70% reduction in vitamins and minerals. And so that's really, really substantial. So if you're eating, say, a lot of vegetables the day, that may not even be enough to kind of meet your daily needs for these minerals and vitamins. And so, look, if you're living off of your own land, that would be one thing, but most people can't do that. We try to do this as much as possible, but we don't have the time to really tend to every part of doing that. So we're not able to do that 100%. And so that's one option that people can do. But if you don't have that option, then supplementing your diet with good quality vitamins and minerals is really, really key. And so the company that we are really into now is called Pure. And it's called, it stands for People United Reaching Everyone. And I've done a lot of research, and I find that the Pure products are pure. There's no fillers. There's no junk in them. And they're really just good quality sources, good quality plant sources. And I really, really like the products. And the philosophy behind it is to cleanse, balance, and build. And we're going to go through basically 4 products. It's called the Core 4 that really hits that cleanse, balance, and build. Okay, so our first product for the cleanse. So we're looking for detoxification. Okay, so the first product we're going to be talking about is the cleanse product. I don't know if you could see that in there. It's the cleanse. That my light's a little bit messed up there, but the cleanse product is a mixture of botanicals and herbs. And if you kind of think about detoxification, think about your car. All right, so you're supposed to change the oil in your car every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Now, I've in the past I've not done this, and my car didn't last as long as it should have. But that's what you're supposed to do. And so, if you think about it, we don't put the new oil on top of the old oil. We get rid of the sludge in the old oil first and detoxify it, so to speak, and then we put the new stuff in. So, to really get the body to work in the way it should, we have to detox the body, and that comes through the liver. There's 6 other organs that work on detoxification. There's a lot of hormonal. It gets pretty complex, but the idea is if you give the body what it needs, it will do a great job of detoxing. And so we have to detox. And this cleanse product does a really, really good job. And so you can do it in dropper form. And so it doesn't really taste the best. I'm able to down this. Laurel. I
mix it in other stuff.
Yeah, she can do that. And we also have another form of this if you don't like the dropper, but it's just a great product. And so that's the cleansing, the detoxification part of this. Our next one is the balancing.
So this is my favorite. This is one of my favorites. So the way that all of this came to us was this past winter. In the winter, I usually have seasonal affect disorder, but it's basically like I'm tired, right? So when it gets dark at 5, I'm ready for bed at 5. And I sleep until the sun comes up. And it's just always been, at least since I've had kids, it's always been that way. And it took me until about probably February because I despise February. It's the coldest, ugliest month. And I realized that I was dealing with depression and anxiety. I had never dealt with that before. And I felt so weighted down, so stuck in the mud. And I knew this wasn't okay. I didn't know. I'm huge into like internal thoughts, but like when you're that way, you just can't choose other thoughts, right? Even though you just can't. And so a friend of mine said, you need to try this product. And at that point, I was so desperate. I was like, I will try anything, anything to be the mom that I'm supposed to be the person that I'm supposed to be, the wife. Um, I would I would have taken out a second mortgage probably. I don't know. I just felt so awful. And so as I started taking these 4 products, the first 3 days, I remember on the third day, I was driving my kids down to my sister's house, and I was blinking like I was driving, and I was like, 'cause my eyes like could see different, like it was more crisp, more clear, like a fog had lifted out of my brain, and then it would go away. And I'm super skeptical. Like, I don't want to just believe that this works just because I want to believe that it works. I want to know that it actually works. So I'm super skeptical. I'm like, oh, that must have just been that day. And then it started increasing. So then I would have 2 good days, and then I would have 3 good days. And by the end of 2 weeks, all of that depression and anxiety left. And by the time I was done with my first month, I was, what did you call it? I had
Just
vigor. I
just
had
vibrant.
vibrancy.
Right.
That's the word. I was vibrant, and he would come home and he's like, "Are you faking this?" I was like, "No, I feel so good. Like I feel pre-kid good.
Mhm.
Like I have a brain that can work finally, and I have energy, and I have less aches and pains. I still have aches and pains, but less. I have less. And so this Goyen is the balancer, and it balances your moods, your hormones. If you are a moody person, ups and downs, this will help balance that. If you have frustration rising up in you, and that was me, like I was the frustrated mom that I didn't want to be, and it would just like spew out my mouth. This just helps keep that frustration lower so it's at a more manageable level. If you are a rager, like whether it's you or your husband or somebody you know, this helps just calm that and balance everything. And it tastes delicious. So this is what I actually put my cleanse in. So when I first started, there's doses on the back of the bottle. I did therapeutic doses. So I did this instead of 1 time a day, I did it 3 times a day. And I did that with a couple of the other products too that we'll share. But this stuff is amazing, and it's called Goyen. It is super fruits and Chinese herbs, and there are clinical studies to show that this works. It's phenomenal.
So that is the cleanse, and then the balancing portion, which by the way, you can get the Goyen for free on an auto ship. So we basically get this every shipment every month, I guess you'd say, for free. So that's a really good deal. So that's the cleanse and the balance, and then the one that I really enjoy is the daily build. And this would be the build, the cleanse, balance. This would be the build. And so think about all the things that we put into our body, the things that we're feeding our kids, things like Lunchables and Snackables and, the chips, the crackers, the candy, and those sort of things. And even the things that we're giving ourselves. And so we're oftentimes not getting the things that we need to, okay? And so to supplement our body is really a beneficial thing because we're not getting all the vitamins and minerals. So what people often do, this is what I've seen, and I've done this myself, is people know that supplementing is beneficial. So what they'll do is they'll go out and buy a vitamin B supplement, or then they'll buy a vitamin D supplement, vitamin A, or whatever it is, a calcium supplement. And then it's kind of like a hodgepodge where it's sort of like, well, I ordered this, then ordered this, and it's sort of disorganized. And it takes a lot to kind of keep track of. Oh, I have to order my vitamin B this week, and I have to order my vitamin D. So what's nice is a multivitamin like the daily build, it's all right there. So this has 23 vitamins and minerals. super fruits in here, great amino acids, vegetables. It's really good B complex, and you don't have to get into the science of all this. But if you compare like a cheap one a day, you go to CVS and you get a cheap one a day, and you look at the types of sources that they get it from. For instance, vitamin B12. This has methylcobalamin, which is a great form as compared to say a cheap one a day. It has folate instead of the folic acid, which is much more beneficial. So we can get all the science behind that, but it's just a better source here. And through my research, I'm really into researching health science. I'm really impressed by this. And you gotta understand, I view things with a really skeptical eye. So when this kind of came around, I was like, well, all right, let me look and see all the kind of bad things about it.
He totally did.
Yeah.
He totally did. He's like, come on, Laurel. He's
Yeah.
like, I've done all the research.
Right. And so I don't want to act like I know everything, but because I don't. But when I look at this product, it is a good quality product. And so, it's all in one place. So it's just like every morning I wake up, it's just take the liquid, 1 ounce of this, and then, I'm good to go. Now, we do have capsules if you don't like the liquid, but I will say the liquid works a lot better than the capsules. Yeah, so Laurel says that she feels a difference with the liquid. I have not taken the capsules.
This hits your body within 18 minutes, like immediately.
Right.
I feel this immediately,
Yeah.
whereas this is a slow dissolve, and so I don't feel it.
Yeah.
And again, this is what I did. I did a therapeutic dose. I did 3 times a day for my first month because I was doing so poorly, and now I just do it once a day.
Say 3 times a month.
No, I did it 3 times a
3
day
times a day. Sorry.
for a month, and then now I do it 1 time a day. Our kids take this, and then I ordered this because I was like, oh, well, we can do the pills, right? We're going all liquid.
Yeah, right.
We're going all liquid.
Right. So, so that really, incorporates, those 3. So we have the cleanse, the balance, the build, and then so we call this the core 4. Now there's one more in here. So the core 4 would be the cleanse, the Goyen, and then the daily build. And then there's the 4th one. It really helps with focus and energy. And I really love this product. This is called the energy product. And some people will even think it should be marketed as focus. Okay. And so this has really helped me. And it comes in little packets. And you usually put like 8 ounces of water or 6 ounces, whatever you want. And it tastes pretty good. And has really good stuff in it. Again, I looked at this with a critical eye, and I saw that it had good quality sources of vitamin B, the B complex, which complex vitamins are very energizing. It also has a vitality blend of different amino acids. So the amino acid taurine is very energizing. Tyrosine, very energizing. So it also has an adrenal blend in there where it has ashwagandha, rhodiola, and then astragalus. And ginseng also. These are really good for adrenal health. And of course, the adrenals, not to get too technical, but the adrenals are responsible for the body's energy, right? And it's response to stress. And so if your adrenals are working well, and your brain and your adrenals, it's actually a cycle, then you're going to feel good. And so this does have a little bit of caffeine in it. It has about a half a cup of coffee, the equivalent of a half a cup of coffee in there, which I don't really feel the same. It doesn't really feel the same as coffee, like you drink a cup of coffee in the morning. It doesn't really feel the same. I get really good energy from this, and I can't say enough about it. I had a coworker say that he felt a difference with this too, and we have some other friends that say that they really like it as well.
So one of the common side effects of poor adrenal health is poor sleep. So if you are not sleeping well, chances are your adrenals aren't working up to par. And part of our health journey is Brian's been dealing with what's called adrenal fatigue for 2 years. And it was to the point where when we moved into this house, I moved us. He couldn't even lift the box. When we ripped out the carpet, his mother and I ripped out the carpet from the bedroom, he couldn't even carry a piece of the foam out to the trash can. Like it was really, really bad. So you can have okay adrenal health, and then you can have like scary adrenal health.
Right.
And so he's a completely different person than he was 2 years ago. He's still on the healing journey. But the fact that he can take this and not crash in the middle of the day like he was is phenomenal.
Right.
And when he takes it, he tends to sleep better at night, because my theory is that it keeps his cortisol levels level during the day so that his body's ready to come down at nighttime.
Yep. So this is our core four. And, Laura was going to explain to you how you can actually get the core four for free. In fact, you want to talk about that?
Sure. It's so exciting. All right. So we're going to give you our link tree, and in there will be the best offers for this month. It will be a place to order, places to contact us, places to investigate more. There's a testimonies video in there, just chock full of information. You can dive in as little or as much as you want. But what we're going to do is we are going to offer classes like this. Our next one is on Thursday,
Wednesday. So it's Thursday. Yes.
Thursday the 13th. Is that the date?
Yeah, next week.
Next Thursday, at the same time, 8:30. And if you choose to invite your friends, so let us know that you're going to invite a group of people like a hostess, we're going to give you 10% of whatever your party sells. And for every booking that you get from your party, we will give you one of these 4 products for free. So one booking would get you the cleanse. 2 bookings, you would get the Goyen and the cleanse. 3 bookings, you would add on the build. And 4 bookings, you would add on the energy. So you have the opportunity to earn a whole month's worth of vitamins completely for free, plus a little extra to add on, maybe some of our other favorites. This is the Mila, which is chia, and then this is sulfur, 2 great products that we think everybody should be on. So you would have extra money to splurge on extra products that suit your body. And so there's that. There is also a link in that link tree to take you to the best deals. So here's how to get the lowest price. And you are listening to this in a phenomenal month because they've never done this before. But all the time, 100% of the time, you create an account first. That knocks 25% off of the retail price for your lifetime. Every product you order there on out will be 25% lower. Then you have the option of signing up for auto ship. Auto ship is completely optional, but if you do that, every auto ship earns you like a 20% back coupon, and you can cash that in for future products. So that brings the price down way even further. If your order is 200 PV, they work on point value, 200 PV, and your auto ship basket is at 100 PV, you get the Goyen for free. Every auto ship, this will come in free. Our family does 2 of these bottles a month because we feed this to the kids too. And then this month only, if you put in the code May 2021, they will knock an additional 20% off if you are a first-time customer. So that's even better, right? So we hope that you don't just hear this and say, oh, well, that was their story. They got the healing. I'm stuck in this body. Because we believe that God created our bodies to heal when given the right nutrients. We're not claiming that these products heal. We are claiming that these help your body create an atmosphere that it can heal on its own. The goal of Pure is to get people off of prescriptions to living a fuller and better life, to have your brain function better with stronger connections in between. And we believe that that can help happen for you. And most people feel a difference within their first 30 days. So we would love for you to give this a try, whether you get 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these, all of these. and then tell us your testimony. We would love to hear your testimony, and maybe we could have you back and share your testimony after you have one, because we really do believe that you can have your own health testimony. And we are excited to partner with you on your health journey.
Yeah, it's really it's beneficial to think about if you just put 30 days in to using the core four, could this be a life-changing thing for you? Could you be getting back the energy that you've been wanting for a long time? Could you be feeling better and having more energy at work and less fatigue, and having better relationships in your family? It's worth a go. It's worth a go for 30 days to see if you have good results, and it really has helped us.
These 4 products for a month are less than $10 a day. And I would challenge you to believe that you are worth $10 a day. You put more than $10 like that into your car, right? With maintenance and everything. You are more valuable than a car, and you deserve to thrive. You deserve to be the man or woman that you want to be, with a body that you can actually enjoy being in. And so we thank you for listening to this video. And if you have any questions, you can contact us. We'd be happy to talk to you and answer any questions.
Thank you.